Ladies and gentlemen, it is great to be back. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about I don't know what you want to call it. And I also don't want to really get copyright stricken, or I don't know. I don't want to strike on my channel, but the COVID 19 or 13 or whatever it's called, or the Kung flu, whatever, I don't know, the beer virus, people are calling it now. But um, yeah, but today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about a little bit of sports, in particular baseball, and later on, Adam from or the Groovinator from Raiders of the Lost Flicks will be on here, and we'll be talking baseball, we'll be talking hockey, but for right now, let me go ahead and get into this baseball news. So, if you guys are just tuning in, the COVID 19, um, you know, with everything that's been going on there, MLB has suspended their season right now. So, season hasn't even started yet, but the beer virus has made the Major League Baseball, um, you know, suspend the spring training season, which was another couple weeks or so, and then the regular season is going to be suspended for, I guess, a few weeks or a month. I'm not sure really what's going on there, but as far as I know, the um, the beer virus is basically causing everything today to come to a screeching halt. So it really sucks, but really, I mean, when you really get down to it, I guess you got to do what you got to do. And if you got to make people um, stay at home and you know, don't spread the virus, then do what you got to do. But no, I mean, this kind of sucks for everybody. I mean, I know March Madness has come to a halt. Basically, I mean, they're stopping the tournaments, and there's not going to be any fans at the games. So I'm sure the TV ratings will be high because nobody can go to them. But man, it's just that sucks. And the NBA has suspended the season. So I don't know if that's for good, if they're going to pick it up in a few months or something, or honestly, I have no idea what's going to go on in the sports world with this, beer virus going around. So, um, but before I can get into the article and the websites I want to go to, just giving you guys a heads up, be smart. Just a little bit of advice. Be smart. Don't be stupid, please. Don't cough all over the place. Just take your medicine if you need to. Wash your hands. Please, by all means, like disinfect everything, because I mean the last thing we really need is this thing to go completely ballistic. So it's bad enough we can't get our entertainment that we need. You know, I'm a huge baseball guy, so it's at the point now where everybody's scared and it sucks. Um, Flair X, what's up, brother? NHL shut down as well. Yeah, NHL has been shut down. So, I mean, I guess I don't know. Is soccer season going on? I guess soccer and lacrosse and everything. The XFL might be done. I mean, I have no idea as far as those other ones, but yeah, NHL shut down. Um, like I said earlier, Adam from Raiders of the Lost Flicks will be on here in a few minutes. So he's going to talk a little bit about hockey. He's the hockey guy. I'm baseball and other stuff, but hockey, not so much my sport. I live in Florida, so not too much ice around here besides like snow cones or ice drinks or whatever. But yeah, so guys, baseball is being suspended. So um, this is kind of pissing me off a little bit. Not the fact that, they're taking good precautions, but right now, guys, we're losing our entertainment. It's fucking weird. It's at the point now where movies and theaters are going to be pushed back because of this damn virus. So, um, Flare X, hey man, thanks for the content. Good God, this virus makes life boring. It does. It really does. I'm really tired of this virus crap, and it's crazy because here in Florida we have so many old people, and it's such a huge population. So if this virus really does go around as much as people are scared it's going to, and I don't know if it is or not. I know for a lot of people it takes a while for symptoms to come up, but um, man, the amount of old people we have here, if it happens like that, it's going to be crazy. I mean, my job, it's primarily old people that are our customers and clients, so it's kind of weird, but and I know a lot of the older gentlemen there love baseball, so and sports in general. So it's kind of crazy that all of these cool things that we all love, it fucking sucks, dude. Like it sucks so bad. NASCAR is running sans fans. Idaho, we are getting 2 to 6 inches of snow this weekend. Holy shit, dude! 2 to 6 inches of snow. That's insane. No, I miss the snow a little bit, but I'm glad it's getting a little bit warmer here. But guys, let's go ahead and get into the article. I don't really know what's going to happen as far as how long the MLB is going to be suspended for, but damn, this sucks. All right, so let's go ahead and share this screen. So I want to go to CBS Sports right here. So the beer virus, MLB expected to suspend operations, including spring training, reports say. So Major League Baseball will suspend spring training and all operations in response to the spread of the beer virus, according to multiple reports, including the ESPN's Jeff Passan, whatever, Jeff Passan. The start of the regular season will also likely be delayed. Passan notes the decision comes after the league's owners discussed plans on a conference call Thursday afternoon, and just days after MLB has been reportedly investigating potential contingency plans, including playing games outside their scheduled markets and playing them in front of empty stadiums. Baseball's one of those sports where you can get away with that. I played baseball most of my life, and I never played in front of stadiums. I've played in stadiums, but never in front of thousands of people. So it's not like it's not that bad. College baseball, you're not getting, thousands of people in the stands. Usually it's a couple dozen, maybe, a few dozen, but it's never thousands unless you're at the World Series. So unless you're in Omaha, it's not really that big a deal. So, and people always love watching college baseball. So I think honestly, if the MLB started playing games in, different different stadiums or different fields that didn't hold too many people, that's completely fine. People watch spring training and there's not even that many people there. I mean, there's more than a college game. Don't get me wrong, but I think they could get away with it. Really, I think that would be the best bet for them to do that. Just really take care of the players, make sure they don't get infected or anything. Make sure they're taking very sterilized and cleaned buses. And if they fly, make sure everything's taken care of, everything's sanitized, and to make sure that these guys don't get sick. I mean, that's the last thing I want is for the baseball season to be completely done. Same with every other sport. I mean, I'm not like as much in the basketball, but I love basketball still. I think it's cool. It's just I just don't watch it as much as I used to. But I don't want basketball to end this season. I mean, if you're a basketball fan and you love the game and you love following your teams and all that, I mean, shit, that sucks. It really sucks. I live close by Orlando, so the Magic's, a big thing over there. So if the Magic season ended, that's gonna really put a damper on the season. The city of Orlando as well. That's gonna really suck. And mind you, there's all the theme parks in Orlando, so gonna be kind of rough the next few months. I hope not, but because I love going to Orlando, I go there often. I don't know, but anyways, MLB has not yet made an official announcement. And spring training games in Florida were being played as scheduled on Thursday afternoon with fans in attendance. So today, games are going to be played. Everybody's going to have a good time. Beers and hot dogs will be eaten and drinking. But other than that, it's done after today for a while. spring training is important too because you got to get these guys their ABs, you got to get these pitchers their innings in, and you got to see who's going to be making that final cut. So they've already made cuts so far for different teams, but that final cut, man, you got to make sure you know who you want going into the season to have a good, strong start, because that good, strong start, not always, but a lot of times sets the tone for the season. So, and also if we delay the beginning of the season, which is what's planning on happening, it's going to be a very weird year. And I mean, the freaking World Series that's going to be played in fucking November, so it sucks. It really sucks. But let's check. Adam's not here yet. Okay. But anyways, all right. So the NBA was the first of the major American leagues to act, suspending its season on Wednesday night after Utah Jazz center Rudy Gobert tested positive for the beer virus prior to the start of the game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. MLS followed suit Thursday, shutting down operations for 30 days. Okay, so MLS. So Orlando City Soccer, the Lions MLS team, that stadium is right behind the Amway Center, which is where the Orlando Magic play. So right there, that area is supposed to be booming, and it is right now. But I guess now, I mean, obviously not now, but I mean, a month or so ago, I mean, you had the Magic games going on. People were, they were really, having fun over there. My best friend lives over there in Orlando, downtown. So I was there not too long ago. So it's, with the Orlando City Lions being done, Magic being done for a while, sucks. So it's going to be kind of a quiet little area downtown. Hopefully everybody's not sick over there yet, but we're at the point now, ladies and gentlemen, that it's just, I don't know. I really want my sports back. I mean, we got like your movies and TV shows, and everybody's coming out with new stuff. But as far as sports wise, I mean, sports are what keeps me sane, because I can't always constantly talk about Star Wars and the bullshit that goes on with that. So, that good balance between sports, baseball, which is my first love right there, and also Star Wars and all that stuff is what keeps me sane. So it's it's something that we needed as a society. Sports, they're huge. It's a part of our culture. It's American. Fucking, we need it. Following Washington Governor Jay Inslee's announcement this morning that he is banning large group of events through March, the Seattle Mariners are working with Major League Baseball Office of the Commissioner on alternative plans for our games that were scheduled for the end of March at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Other cities have followed suit in an effort to flatten the curve or to make the rate of infection more manageable for the healthcare system and professionals. Coronaviruses are a large group of viruses that can cause illnesses as minor as a cold or as serious as Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, MERS, and severe acute respiratory syndrome, SARS. According to the World Health Organization, the virus can cause symptoms including fever, cough, and shortness of breath, according to the U.S. Centers of Disease Control and Prevention. But while some patients only show mild symptoms and recover, others have developed life-threatening complications such as pneumonia. So I know I accidentally said the name, but whatever. The beer virus. I'm trying to talk about the beer virus. That sucks also that Corona's taken a big hit on their sales and, and their stock and stuff like that, just because the fact that it's the name of the beer. I mean, that sucks ass. That shouldn't happen, but oh God, it is what it is. I gotta make sure Adam's, yeah. Let's go, dude. But all right, so let's see. CBS News has the latest updates about the virus, which has affected various sports globally and in the United States. It has caused more than 4,000 fatalities worldwide. Honestly, I don't even know the numbers as far as like how many have died in what countries. I'm assuming China has the most deaths, but that's just because it's like a fucking anthill over there. There's so many people in such a little area. It's insane. But yeah, guys, it's been getting kind of crazy lately. But let's go ahead and play this video. I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's 8 minutes long, but we'll play a little bit, and I don't know. Have somebody else talk instead of me.
All right, we continue to follow breaking news here on CBS Sports HQ. We are also simulcasting on CBS Sports Network. The latest report now, moving on to the next sport, that Major League Baseball will in fact suspend all operations indefinitely. Of course, a lot of questions. What does that mean? We do not have those details at this time, but we can tell you that all operations are going to be suspended indefinitely. So let's try to get some answers and get some opinions on this. Let's bring in David Sampson, the host of Nothing Personal, former president of the Marlins, World Series champ Will Middlebrooks here. We are very lucky to have both of you because we can kind of encompass all of this. So David, I'm going to start with you. You get the call, operation suspended indefinitely. What does that mean to you? What are you doing in the front office?
Well, this happened on a call. So as a team president, you'd be on a phone call with the commissioner. There would be some sort of vote, some sort of conversation about what we're going to do. And what I've been saying and what needs to happen is we need to definitely suspend all operations and then breathe. Baseball does not have to announce right now exactly when the regular season will start, exactly when spring training will start again, because there will need to be another spring training.
So I guess there needs to be another spring training. I don't know what that means. I guess what this means is that we're halfway or a little bit more than halfway through with spring training. So that means that this will give us time to breathe, I guess what he said, but it gives us time to really kind of settle down and see what's going on as far as how widespread this thing's going to be. And also, I guess really give the players some rest. The last thing we need are these players constantly playing and fighting hard, and then, they're traveling constantly throughout the country, but they might run into some people that have the virus. So last thing you need is the season going underway and rushing through, and then one team is just fucking completely out of it because they're sick, because they're all sick. And I think that Utah Jazz, I think that whole team is going to be sick. That whole team, and I think the trainers and the coaches, they're going to be sick. And if they coughed on anybody nearby in that stadium that had the virus, that sucks. That one guy, I guess, that got sick, the first one, I think he was like taunting the virus or just kind of making fun of it. And we're all kind of joking about it because of different memes and stuff online, because that's the fucking internet. That's what we're going to do. And I've been joking about it with the memes as well, but I'm not, I guess he was like intentionally touching people and coughing on them. And I don't know about coughing, but I know he was like touching everything and just being like, ha ha, corona. But I don't know. Just, I think people, if they relax, I think if we just take a step back, see what's going on, and if we need to all quarantine each other and quarantine these players, have them go back to their families, kind of relax, see what's going on. I think that'll help. Plus, on the bright side, that also gives us time to set up our baseball fantasy leagues. So I still got to do mine, but that's a different thing. I know. But anyways, let's see what happens. We're going to suspend the season. He said that they don't have like a time that they have to start the season, or they don't know, but it's supposed to start in like April, late March, April. So it's weird, guys. It's very weird. But let's keep watching it.
What will be announced is simply indefinite cease of operations. Great. On to the next. From a business standpoint, we make sure that people are working at home. We are making sure that we are taking care of our players who could be allowed to stay at the spring training facility or could be allowed to go home, whichever they're more comfortable with. Because
Perfect.
there will always be enough time for the pitchers to get themselves ramped up again and
Perfect.
the position players.
Yes.
Then we start worrying about the business, the business side.
And business side, expand on that. We're talking money, we're talking,
it's all
so
budget,
much, everything.
So here's the deal in Major League Baseball. We know every game we play, we know exactly how much money we make per game, or for some teams, how much money they lose per game every time they open.
Yeah, so I think that's a pretty smart idea. For one, just leaving all these people, all the players, if they want to stay at the spring training complexes, get their swings, get their bullpens in. If they want to stay and work out, do that. If they want to go home with their families and relax a little bit, that's fine. They need to be careful on how they travel and everything, make sure they're safe. But in the end, make sure they're good to go. If they want to stay there, stay there. I wouldn't honestly be opposed to having their families sent there to the spring training complexes. So if their house is in fucking, I don't know, Montana or something, and you play for the Braves, then send them down to Atlanta and have them hang out. Not Atlanta, Florida. If they want to go to Florida, have them go to Florida. Have the families move down there. MLB, get them a good hotel, big enough hotel to where you can, have your wife and kids or whatever in there. But if they want to go home, have them go home. And also, this is going to help the MLB with their money as well. And hopefully, this won't affect their viewers and their ratings and stuff like that, because MLB lately, it's just the ratings and the viewers have dropped a lot, just because this is a football country now more than baseball, even though they've both been two of the biggest. We're at the point where football really is so huge. It's huge. So I think this will help the ratings, and I think this will definitely help attendance levels. Some teams, very difficult getting some better attendance levels, but I don't know. I think this will just set people at ease a little bit, to be honest with you. I think if people were to, evaluate the situation, make sure everything's clear, and then once this virus kind of blows over, hopefully it blows over, but if it blows over, then people will be like, all right, we're good to go to the games now. People are going to be sick and tired of staying indoors. They're going to be tired of watching on TV. They're going to hurry up and get those tickets, get their butts outside, nice in the sun, get a hot dog, get some beer, and watch a game. So I think this could either really hurt sports in general, or it could be a good, this could be pretty good for them. I'm going to be guessing that in May, I think May or late April, this sporting events and, different games events will start picking up a lot of more money in a couple months, hopefully. But we'll see. Honestly, as much as I hate this is a pretty good move for the MLB. We're not even into the season yet, and they're already taking precautions, and they're not going balls out and just kind of jumping to an extreme of just like, all right, get out there, we're going to play, who cares? Like, I'm glad they're doing this.
We know that payroll starting April, we were prepared to pay payroll
What's
starting
up, Adam?
March 26th, opening day. Players will not get paid March 26th because the season will not begin. So we do a cash flow analysis. That's the first thing, cash flow analysis. Second thing is we alert
What's up,
all
dude?
the supply chain, everyone from.
What's going on, brother?
Oh, there we are. Okay. I was just getting ready to text you. I'm like, does he not see me or hear me? I'm sorry I'm late.
You're good, bro.
Let me explain. I've been trying to get this hernia fixed because it's getting worse. I tried to go to the gym on Tuesday, and the stabbing pains came back as soon as I got on the treadmill. And the doctor said, no weightlifting, because I've been lifting weight because I'm trying to lose weight. Okay, so and just light weightlifting. And he said, absolutely no more lifting. He says you can do bicycle or treadmill. So got on the treadmill, stabbing pains came right back. Like I wasn't even like a couple of minutes into my workout. I'm like, son of a. So I tried to get on the bikes. All the bikes are broken. Okay. So I'm like, damn it. So my doctor was supposed to send me a new referral to go see a hernia surgeon. And he didn't send me a referral from my hernia surgeon. He sent me a referral from my cardiologist, who I already have. So I'm like, what the fuck, So I left a message with him, because when you call, you never actually talk to a doctor. You just talk to a call center somewhere that dispatches to all the different networks. Everything's all freaking networked. There's like no established doctor's office that's just a guy working for himself. Everything's always in a network, So I can't talk to a human being. And if I do, I get passed around to like 2 or 3 different people. So I direct message him through this app on my phone. All right. It's like a medical app. And I'm like, hey, you sent me a referral for my cardiologist, not my hernia surgeon. I need to talk to a hernia surgeon because this is getting pretty bad. It's starting to scare me, So I just got that referral literally 10 minutes before I was supposed to live stream with you.
Dang.
So I wanted to make that call right away, because it's either this or go in through the emergency room, which with my insurance plan is $200 a day.
Okay.
So I don't want to go in through the ER if I can just go through proper channels and get the insurance to pick up most of it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I got you, man.
I didn't want to. I'm sorry about that. Like
You're
I would
completely fine, bro.
I
You're
would
good.
move. I would have canceled my movies if it meant getting in to see the hernia surgeon any faster. So I just that just
Damn.
took priority. So apologize.
You're all good, man. Hey, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're safe. And I'm glad there's nothing going on. Just get it fixed, man. Just be safe.
I'm going
Don't do
out into
anything
the
crazy.
public today, so wish me luck. You know, I mean, I review movies, so I mean, I have to go see them. You know, they're not going to come to my house unless they just cancel the cinemas and put everything on live streaming. But that would mean I would probably have to sign up for 50 different accounts, and I don't really want to do that when I already have a movie pass. So I'm seeing 2 movies this afternoon. First one's at 5. So apologize, chat. I won't be able to stay here very long, but I do like streaming with Cody, so I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, man. No, it's all good. I don't really plan on going anything past 4 o'clock anyways, so this is perfect.
Cool.
But yeah, I was just talking about the beer virus, how it's spreading, but I don't know how much it is.
I don't have the
everything's
actual
basically-
article, but I just heard today that they're also suspending the rest of the NHL season. And I don't know if you follow hockey or not, but
Yeah,
we're like in the home stretch to playoff season.
yeah.
So this is like a
getting
massive
that
kick in the
time.
balls, man. It's like, damn it, you know. It's like
getting that time, and I honestly I don't know. You know, I don't know how long they plan on suspending all of these sports seasons for. Like they suspended the NBA yesterday. MLB is taking a suspension right now, and we're just watching a video, and the gentleman is saying that since it's spring training, we're going to take a leave of absence. We're going to take a break, take a step back and breathe, and then we'll have another spring training later. So that doesn't mean we're done with spring training. So I think what's going to happen is that they're going to wait for a while, half a month, maybe a month at the most, hopefully. And hopefully by then everything clears up. But once they get back, they're going to finish with spring training for another couple weeks, because it's crucial for these teams to see all of their players, all of these prospects, get their A, Bs, and their innings in, and hopefully they can figure out that final roster cut. So you don't want to cut anybody short.
The last time they suspended the NHL season was when there was the player strike, and what they did is rather than just play the rest of the season, they just played with whatever was left. That was one of the years that the Hawks won. they just,
was that 2013?
Yeah, that was 2013. So they didn't do the rest of the season, and they just went straight into playoffs with what they had, and that was fine. With this though, like if they suspend the rest of the season, what I'm concerned about is, you know, the players have contracts that say they have to have X amount of time off, and then the training camp starts in the summer, you know, like late summer and all that. So
yeah,
how long? It's just a matter, like you said, how long is this going to push everything back? And like I mentioned last night on Pete's channel, I can't even keep track with what movies are coming out anymore, and that's weird for me because it's like I'm at the theater where I'm seeing every single trailer for every single movie followed by a release date.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, I thought I was going to see My Spy tonight. Nope, that's not coming out. It's Bloodshot and The Hunt. So
there's just so much coming out, bro. And you're in the theater way more than most people.
I feel like I live in them, and I don't mind. I love being in the movie theater, but it's just
I think you get a better perspective of what's happening around you
when you're when you're in the middle of something and you can't keep track of what's going on. It's like, wow, it's like mind blowing.
It is, yeah. I don't, you know, I'm trying to get out to the movie theater a little bit more, but again with the beer bug, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if what's
it also depends too. Like
next? I mean, schools are going to make their students take online classes. I mean, Italy is like completely.
I'm trying not to get creeped out by it too, because I know you can relate to this because you're a Florida man. I'm a Florida man.
Yeah,
Irma, dude. Hurricane Irma was my first major hurricane.
Oh, really?
And honestly, I was pretty calm about it until friends of mine from back west kept calling me and asking me if I was okay, like a couple weeks prior to. And the reason they were doing that is because fucking CNN and Fox News made it sound like Florida was going to fall off and crash into the sea.
Yeah,
And
so it's hurricanes are doable. They're not as bad as tornadoes or earthquakes.
no, they're not. And I've been through
But
plenty of tornadoes.
yeah, so tornadoes and earthquakes are really scary. Not that I've been through any of those. I've only seen hurricanes.
I was in the one. I don't know.
Hurricanes
I don't know if you heard about it or not. There was one that went through Illinois in 1989 that leveled most of Plainfield and knocked away the Plainfield High School. Kid on my bus got killed, and it was literally like right after I moved to Joliet, Illinois. So I was able to walk down and just see the devastation. Like bills were in my backyard and stuff like that. It was really scary shit. And it was one of those things where it happened before that movie Twister came out. And one of the inspirations for that movie was at the time, the Doppler was not very good at tracking tornadoes. They just didn't have enough advance warning. So the sirens were going off as it was hitting. So nobody had time to take any cover or anything. I mean, of course, there's a watch, but there's always a watch. You know, it's not like a hurricane where I try to explain to people with a hurricane, you have weeks while that thing's out there to prepare for it. But there's only so much you can do. You do the smart things, you don't do the dumb things. And the problem is this is the thing I'm worried about with the beer flu here is with the preparation, like the people panicking are the ones that I'm worried about because they go out there, they're not thinking straight, they're staring at their phones instead of driving, they're bumping into people in the parking lots, they're buying up all the supplies because they're paranoid that the apocalypse is going to start. And this is the same shit I'm seeing that I saw in Irma. I mean, there were weeks where you couldn't get any gas and there were no water or canned food items anywhere, no batteries. I mean, the stuff was gone. You know, they actually had military trucks chaperoning the gas coming into the state, like, you know, like this is like Mad Max type shit. You know, it's like they're guarding the gas. They were clearing the highways to make sure that the gas could get to the gas stations. And people are always like, well, why don't you leave? And I'm like, bro, you don't realize how big of a state Florida is. Everybody's on the highway all at the same time. You can't fucking get out. You can't just drive across the ocean. You know what I mean? It's like there's only so many ways out of Florida, and everybody's on the highway all the fuck at once, you know? So it's like and I know people that used to live here, and they tell me you batten down and you fucking wait it out. That's really like the smartest thing to do with most of them. You know what I mean? It's like, you know,
well,
if you have,
I have asthma. So I mean, this is the last thing I need is a lower respiratory issue.
Ugh.
So the last thing I need is for this thing, but
no, I hear you.
My goal is just to go to a couple places, go to work, which I really don't want to go to because it's a health and fitness facility.
Yeah,
and it's probably
dead. It's probably dead as hell right now too, isn't it?
No, not really.
Not really. Okay,
I mean,
that's a good sign.
Some people have canceled their memberships, but
I have a feeling that the theater today is going to be dead.
I personally. I could see more people going to the movie theater than normal.
You think so?
Because these sporting events are getting canceled, and these people have already pre-bought tickets. So what are they going to do? They're going to get a refund. They're going to go, well, we still want to go out with the family. Let's go ahead and go to a movie.
You might be right. I'm going to be interested to see where that goes because usually average crowd for a Thursday night showing, like I'm seeing Bloodshot at 5 p.m. I anticipate to be about maybe 12 to 20 people in the theater.
Well, I can see this weekend box office numbers jumping up a little bit more than
you think so
for this time of year. Yeah,
you know what? I am really, really curious to see if that affects it negatively or positively.
The thing is, like, it's a movie theater, so it's not like a sporting event where people are screaming and they're coughing all over the place. Even though you get that in the movie theater, but it's not like people are screaming and yelling and spitting all over the place.
I don't know about you guys. I always sit way in the back because I like to gauge audience reactions to stuff while I'm watching the movie. It kind of helps me decide if they're digging it or not. You know what I mean?
I like to sit like a little bit further up than halfway.
I used to sit in the middle
and then go up one more.
Before I was reviewing movies for full time. I used to sit in the middle because I always thought that was like the best sound and like you got a pretty good shot of the picture and everything. But now I sit way in the back and I realize I can see just as good in the back as I can in the front. The way the movie theaters are built, most of them have stadium seating, so it really doesn't matter where the hell you sit. You're gonna see the same.
Most of them are like those leather recliner seats now.
I wish this theater I go to does not have that. I
Oh,
wish
really?
to God they did, because some of the AMC theaters do have those leather recliners. Those things are nice.
A lot
Like,
of them now,
really
like
nice.
Epic movie theaters have the recliners.
Yeah.
Cobb's have them.
We have Cobb Theater. I love. There's actually a Cobb. I wish I could go to the Cobb Theater, but they don't have a movie program where I can pay like a monthly fee and see as many movies as I want. They don't
accept the movie pass.
Well, the movie pass I have is through AMC Lowe's. It's an AMC movie pass. It's the Stubbs membership is what I have. It doesn't work at Cobb because it's a rival company, you know. So I wish I could go to Cobb because they got Cine Bistro, and that shit is awesome. I love.
You know
Cine
what would be
Bistro.
smart is if they take some of these sporting events, they air them live. There's no fans at them, but
that's what they were talking
air 'em
about
at
doing.
movie theaters.
They were talking about doing that with the NHL. They were going to just like not have like people in the stadium, but just have the games anyway. But then when they started talking about saying, well, we're not going to have morning skates, I'm like, well, then what the fuck is the point? If you can't practice for your playoff games, why even play them?
I think what they should do is like air these things at movie theaters.
It's not the dumbest idea I ever heard, because it would solve two problems, you know, because like the theaters are suffering for, like, I don't know about Cobb. I don't see that so much at Cobb. I miss Cobb. I wish I could go back there. If they ever start doing a movie pass, I will dump my AMC stubs and go to Cobb, because they have way better food and way better, nicer theater than the one that I go to. But what I wish they would do, I don't know about Cobb, but they advertise where you can rent the theater and actually have a PowerPoint presentation for your business and then watch a movie afterward. It's like a package deal. So instead of just having like a birthday party like they do with the kids, they're having them so the businesses can rent the theater and show their PowerPoint on the screen. I'm like, oh, that's fucking sad, man. Wow.
No, but I mean, I think the coolest thing what they could do, they could have a couple games, pick them throughout the week, and then air those in a movie theater. A lot of these states are now shutting down a lot of events, and they're banning gathering. Like in Ohio, they're banning gatherings more than 100 people. Well, what's the most people that can fit in a movie theater?
I don't know what the exact. I think the last time I went to a theater where it was just really, really packed was Avengers Infinity War, because I didn't see Endgame until about a week after it came out, because I had a terrible experience with Infinity War. I had a really loud, obnoxious lady sitting behind me going, yep, you go through the whole fucking thing. And I had the biggest headache when I left that theater. I think that's secretly why I hated Infinity War, because the experience was miserable. I had problems with like the movie itself too, but that's just me. I don't always have share everybody's opinions about everything, but I went to see Endgame like a week after it came out because I didn't want to have that same experience. But there were a lot of people when I went to go see the opening of Bad Boys 3 or Bad Boys for Life. There were a lot of people in there and they were loving it. And it was a great experience because everybody was laughing and carrying on and clapping and shit. I'm like, well, this is nice. I like
How many people do you think were there?
Oh, shit. I'd say about 50 people at least in the movie theater for sure.
Okay, because I know that the max it can hold, a normal theater can hold probably about 100, 130.
I'm guessing something like that, yeah.
So, I mean, on average, movie theaters don't fill up that much for the showings.
The most packed I've ever seen that I've been to a movie, though, was The Dark Knight. I went and saw that on opening day, and they had lines and lines and lines of people. And they had where the ushers would come in and say, "Could everybody move over one if you got, you know, the don't violate my personal space seat," which always makes me laugh because I still see dudes doing that. Like, you got 3 dudes and they have to have a seat in between them so that they can let everybody in the theater know that they're not gay. You know, it's like, come on, dude. It's like, really?
2 bros chilling in a hot tub
like,
5 feet apart because they're not gay.
It cracks me the fuck up when they do that shit. But yeah, you're probably right. I don't know. I'm anxious to see what kind of a turnout they're going to get tonight because, like Flair X saying he got sent home because of symptoms or whatever. Who's to say other people didn't, you know? And maybe that's why it took me so long to get my damn referral, because the lady that was supposed to give me the hernia referral, she quit. So maybe she quit because of the beer flu, you know? I mean, why else would it take so long? It's like, you know, I know I'm not the only patient, but damn it, you know, it's like I'm I'm begging for your help here. It's like I can only do so much, you know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but yeah, I remember I saw my doctor last week, and I was asked about 16 different questions about the beer flu, like if I knew anybody, if I had any symptoms, yada yada yada. I'm like, no, please, no.
All right, so this is what's going on. So I want to share this. Share the audio. And this just came out just a few minutes ago. So Major League Baseball's website, opening day delayed at least 2 weeks, spring training games canceled. So following a call with 30 clubs and after consultation with the Major League Baseball Players Association, Commissioner Robert Manfred today announced that MLB has decided to suspend spring training games and to delay the start of the 2020 regular season by at least 2 weeks due to the national emergency created by the beer flu. So this action is being taken in the interests of the safety and well-being of our players, clubs, and our millions of loyal fans. MLB will continue to evaluate ongoing events leading up to the start of the season. Guidance related to daily operations and workouts will be relayed to clubs in the coming days as of 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. Forthcoming spring training games have been canceled, and 2020 World Baseball Classic qualifier games in Tucson, Arizona have been postponed indefinitely. So, which basically means baseball's fucked for a while.
So is hockey.
It sucks. Yeah. So
yeah,
I'm going to get to hockey in a second. MLB
sorry.
and the clubs have been preparing a variety of contingency plans regarding the 2020 regular season schedule. MLB will announce the effects of the schedule at an appropriate time and will remain flexible as events warrant, with the hope of resuming normal operations as soon as possible. So I think what's going on with this, they're going to delay it for a couple weeks. Fans are going to be, kind of pissed, but. And I don't know what this means as far as, spring training games. I mean, people go to those. A lot of people go to those. But as far as the teams working out and practicing on the field, I guess that's still going to happen. But I know a lot of times fans go to the spring training complexes and watch the guys hit batting practice. They watch them run, do drills, and they watch them, they watch the pitchers throw bullpens. So I don't know if that means they're cutting fans off from going there, because a lot of people go to those things. They try to get autographs and hang out with the players. But
so I got some news. My aunt, who still most of what's left of my family is still in Illinois. Okay. Yeah. My aunt just took some pictures of the grocery store. She's in East Moline. Not Milan. She's in East Moline, and grocery store is all the canned foods wiped out, just like Irma.
Damn.
So I gotta
go to the store and
people stockpiling the food. I fucking hate it when they do that. It's like they're buying everything to drive up the demand and make people panic. And it like I say, with these things, it's not usually the thing itself that's terrifying. It's the way that people react to them that frightens me the most. I don't like panicky people, and I can't blame people for panic, but people do weird things out of panic. I did the same thing, dude. During Irma, we bought way too much food and water and all that, and we felt really dumb about it afterwards, and we donated like all that stuff to churches. I mean, we didn't waste any of it, but their pantries are full now, at least. But for right now, I mean, we didn't buy any more than what we needed, and we don't usually we buy like maybe a couple of extra things just before hurricane season starts, so that we're prepared before those things start. But I hate that stuff. And another thing that got canceled too, dude, other than the NHL, was E3. They canceled that as well.
Are they canceling E3?
They canceled E3, and I'm pretty sure I was supposed to go to Guardian Con here in Florida in Orlando. It was supposed to be, I think, end of June. I'm pretty sure they're going to cancel that too. I don't see any realistic world where they're going to allow a game that's dedicated to Destiny YouTube streamers but cancel E3. That just seems a little weird. I wasn't going to.
People attending it probably stay inside all the time anyway, so it should be okay. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I don't know about you and conventions, but yeah, there's a lot of people that should probably shower and use more deodorant.
They should probably get some sun because they're super pale.
Yeah, there's that too. I can't. I don't know about you, but I've never been able to commit that hard to a video game. And I with Destiny, I went at that really hard for a couple of years, and I just got where I was sick of it. I'm like, I can't make my life revolve around one game, man. It's just no fucking way. You know, I lost interest in that. You know, it's like I said, I get kind of frustrated with online games anyway, because sometimes I just want to play video games to get away from people, not run into more assholes, you know? So,
Yeah.
But yeah, so weird shit, man. Weird shit everywhere.
Shit.
I'm probably going to have to start reviewing older movies.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, or you could just, you know,
I got plenty
sail
of them I can
for 'em.
review. You know, I just have to do some older reviews for a while, because if they're going
You
to
can just sail the high seas for some movies, you know.
I have a lot of them that I own that I haven't reviewed, and I was thinking about doing a video about my top 5 favorite of the last decade, because I know a lot of channels did that, and I thought, well, I'd like to do that too, because there's a lot of movies that from last decade that I like to quote as well. So I'll probably do that as well. Here we go, NHL.
So NHL, yeah, they suspended everything. So there's 189 games and 3.5 weeks remaining.
And these are the best games too, dude. The playoff games are so good because they get really violent and anxious, and that's when they start screwing up a lot and getting, you know, I sound like just a carnage addict, but dude, it's hockey, man. Like, who doesn't like a good scrap in a fucking hockey game? Seriously.
Hockey's cool. I just never got
Hockey's
to.
wonderful.
I live in Florida, and there's no fucking and there's only one hockey rink that I know of nearby.
I was gonna say Tampa Bay Lightning's pretty good, man. Yeah. The only thing is with Tampa Bay Lightning though, like, they're not fun to watch because their announcers are old and really boring. Like, really boring fucking announcers can kill a game, man.
Oh yeah, there's some baseball ones that are so cringy. And
you know, it's like they got 2 geezers calling the game, and then there's like 2 even older geezers like doing the in between period commentary. It's like, God, where do they find these fucking fossils? You know,
I hate when they get people that have never played hockey or that have never played baseball to do these things. Like, if you get Alex Rodriguez to do commentating for a baseball game, that's fine.
right?
He knows what he's talking.
Most commentators are ex-players, but yeah, every once in a while they'll find somebody where it's like, why are you here?
There's this one chick that does baseball all the time, on Monday Night Baseball or whatever, or I don't know when it is, but she does like the ESPN games. She's so annoying, dude. She doesn't know what the fuck she talks about. And I sit there with my dad to watch the games, and she's like commentating. I'm just like, shut up, dude.
Oh, yeah. If you ever watch a hockey game on NBC, there's a character called Pierre Maguire, and he's been on there for years. And I think the last time he played hockey is he played like on a non-NHL team, like when he was a teenager, like 10,000 years ago or something. And maybe he's coached a couple of college teams several years ago. So he thinks he's like this expert, and he's one of those guys that can't go 5 minutes without giving you a boring anecdote about something. And it's just, I'm always just sitting there like, shut up, Pierre, shut up, fuck you, Pierre, shut the fuck up. You know, I get like really irritated. Hockey brings out the worst in me sometimes. Pierre McGetoff, yeah, he's the worst, man. He is like that meme that says you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world, and then they got a picture of him underneath it. That is 100% on point.
So what is this? So beer virus prompts Owl to cancel events for March, April. So Overwatch leagues. Oh god.
Oh no, dude! Did you see that note I posted in one of the groups yesterday about Tom Hanks and his wife getting the coronavirus? Or I almost said it. Damn it, beer flu.
That's okay. I said it earlier once.
it probably won't do anything to you, but somebody posted on there that said, "Oh, now they got to get that vaccination pretty soon, or the cure." I'm like, what? The other tens of thousands of people that this happened several months ago were less important than Tom Hanks? Are you fucking kidding me right now? It's like, oh no, not Tom Hanks. Don't get me wrong, I love Tom Hanks, but just
yeah, me too.
That comment really irritated me because I'm like, it just shows you how like
who cares
entitled people are, you know, like just how conceited they are. It's like, oh, well, now that it's here and it's affecting the thing that I like, well, now we got to do something, you know. Fuck you. You know,
Wow, an
seriously.
actor who's kind of a snotty bitch is affected. Wow, that's crazy.
No,
That's
he's pretty
like
cool. Tom Hanks is actually a cool dude. But it's just the way that she said that, and the context of the comment is like, this is when you start to worry here. You know, it's like it wasn't a problem until it affected you somehow personally because somebody that you happen to like gets it. So now it's like, you didn't think that was going to happen. You know, it just the sheer arrogance. But you know, again, dude, CNN, Fox News, they're making this way worse, and there's nobody to stop them from doing it, and that pisses me off.
yeah. I just wish everybody would realize that it's a serious issue, but just chill the fuck out. Like, just do what you need to do, shut the hell up, and then go home. That's all you need to do. You don't have to.
I do have to. I have to bounce out though, but I
now.
thank thank you for having me on and chat. Peace out. I have to go catch my movie. I don't like to be late. It takes me at least a half an hour to get to the theater. So I will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks again, Goober Brothers.
No problem, man. Yeah, thanks for coming on the show. I know this was like a last minute thing, but yeah, I just wanted to get you on.
Maybe we'll do it again. And if you're not doing anything baseball wise Friday, hey, come be on the Raiders Lost Flicks Live with us.
Well, actually,
be my guest.
I am not going to the game tomorrow.
Okay,
so I might be able to do that.
Right on, man. We're watching Laser Mission starring Brandon Lee and it's got Ernest Borgnine in it. So
dope.
Yeah, you just be there. I'll send you the link tomorrow, and yeah, join us. You can be my guest for sure.
Sweet. All right.
The chat of one. Well, I mean, if you're there, Flair, is it really a chat of one? I mean, Goober Brothers is a pretty talented guy. He's pretty funny. So I like I said, I would love to stay, but I do guts to get going though.
Shanks, babe.
All right. Peace out, guys.
Later, dude. Ladies and gentlemen. Or Flair X, I should say. Guys, the beer flu, it's spreading. But I don't know how bad. I don't know if it's just that it's spreading or if it's people just taking precaution. I think it's more of that. But Overwatch leagues are even, canceled. That's kind of crazy. Look at all these. You had the Florida, Atlanta, London, San Fran, Dallas, Washington, Paris, LA, Toronto, and Boston events. That's insane, dude. I didn't even know there was Overwatch leagues, to be honest with you. I don't play too much Overwatch. That's insane, dude. I don't know what's going on though with this. And if we're talking time-wise, how long this will all be delayed for? I know MLB said 2 weeks, but I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit longer than that. We'll see. I mean, if everybody does what they're supposed to do and stays home as much as they can, I mean, I know there's things that you can't really do, like if you got to go to the store, if you got to go to school, if you got to go to work, I get that. But as far as just running around bullshitting, just stay at home, man. We don't really need you to go out and, hoot and holler all over the place. That's just too much. And I really don't want people like spreading it towards in my area. So last thing we need. So that's normal for me. I talk to myself a lot. Same here, dude. I'm an only child. So between me, being an only child and driving all over the place by myself, I get a lot of good conversations with myself. Shut up. Oh my God. NYC and Boston shut down the St. Patrick's Day parades. First time ever. Holy shit, really? Damn. I get that. The Cleveland St. Patty's Day parade shut down. It was the first time in 100 and fucking, I don't know how long. 175 years. I don't know. It's a long ass time. And that's crazy though. NYC and Boston are shutting down their St. Patrick's Day parades. I mean, especially Boston. That's such a huge Irish area. That just kind of blows my mind a little bit. But oh, well, we'll see what happens. Give it a couple weeks. See if there's any updates on anything. But yeah, guys, baseball's been delayed. And it really sucks. Hockey's been delayed. All these other different sports have been delayed. It is what it is. Hopefully we can get through this. Hopefully we have some more entertainment. my solution, and I know no one's going to hear this from the MLB, and no one else is going to hear that besides the people that, are in our community. But my solution for this, guys, have camera crews or have some people hanging out with the players during spring training, or if they go back home, and just, day in the life of so-and-so video, day in the life of Mike Trout, day in the life of Cody Bellinger, day in the life of Trevor Story, Francisco Lindor, Reese Hoskins, just all these guys. Just do some cool stuff like that, entertainment value for the internet. And honestly, if they do spring training games and they just don't have people attend to them, air them on TV. I mean, I would love for that to happen. If you could just show some scrimmage games or something like that, or just air practices for that matter, that'd be really cool. And you get a more real, gritty, view of baseball and all of that, instead of seeing the clean and smoothed out, just the crisp, clear games on TV. Instead of getting all of that, get the practices and the bad throws and mishaps of practice and all of that, and just kind of show what they go through every day. But I think the one-on-one, like the day in the life of a Mike Trout or something like that type of video, that would be really cool. Just do 20-minute episodes of them just hanging out, hitting, working out, eating, and then just show their hobbies or something. Like Mike Trout likes the weather, have him research the weather or something. I don't know. Something cool like that. But everybody, thank you for tuning in. If you listened, if you gave it a thumbs up, thank you very much. I appreciate it. You guys are great. Flare X, thanks for hanging out in the chat, brother. I really appreciate it. You and everyone else that are always in the chats for our episodes, for the boardroom and for Raiders and Place to Be reviews and 2 Cents Toys, all these streams. You guys are awesome. So everyone, this is going to conclude today's stream. It was a little bit of a last minute thing, but I've been really busy and I've been due to make a new episode like this. So we got one. So another one in the library. So if you guys want to watch it on Rewind, go ahead and please do it. If you guys want to, go ahead and share this on Facebook and anywhere else with your buddies. Send them in your group chat or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, guys, take care. We'll see y'all later. Have fun hiding out. Have fun bunkering down and chilling for a while. We got no sports right now. So I think if baseball keeps getting delayed and all these other sports, coming up in April, we have the NFL draft. So if that's the next thing that we get to see, there might not even be people at the draft. They might just fucking pick the players on stage real quick, move along. I don't know what's going to happen. But anyways, thanks, guys, for everything. Talk to you later. And I will be on Raiders of the Lost Flicks tomorrow night. And next week, check us out in the boardroom Wednesday. Should be a really good episode. And if I can't make it, it is what it is. But in the meantime, take care. Have fun. Be safe. Wash your hands. Have a great day.